I sat down this evening to talk about the future of Wuthering Waves with a friend of mine, Oofy, and we got to talking about another game, the number 2 gacha game in the world right now, and how it successfully dethroned Genshin Impact from the not only number 1 but also number 2 spot monthly. I had a lot of fun with that discussion, and I felt like it was worth uploading. If you don't already follow Oofy, I'll have a link to her not only YouTube channel but her Twitch and Twitter down below.
And if you want to win your 50/50 for Camellia, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe so that you could stay up to date with all of the gacha game news. I want to say it is probably like the game that I'm paying the most attention to right now, other than Love and Deepspace. Love and Deepspace is literally, I play every single day. I log in every single day, do my dailies every single day. There is not another game that I do that with. I do not do that with Wuwa.
Nikke.
I do not do that with Honkai Impact 3rd or Star Rail, nothing. Yeah.
That is understandable.
That's all I do. I do the weeklies every Monday too. I am on it. I am on it for Love and Deepspace. Every other game, I'm so far behind.
So does I think Love and Deepspace is combat, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and so it's not an open, it's okay.
There's combat.
We didn't want Love and Deepspace sponsors anyway.
there's combat. It is kinda very reliant on what you have versus your skills. So you can be dog shit at actually playing it, but if you have the good cards and the good proto cores, then you can beat anything. So
because the reason I like Nikke, or that I can manage Nikke, is it's a 5-minute a day game.
Yeah.
So like you can, there are some very difficult battles in there. For like 90% of the game is idle, but then if you let the AI, control everything, it's it is brain dead. So it is gonna, get hit by all the big AoEs. It's not gonna take cover. It's not gonna use the skills effectively. So you need to actually physically, manually play the game. But for the most part, it's log in, just run the auto stuff each day, claim your daily rewards, your weekly rewards, log out. You could spend a month without doing a single thing. And then when you're ready, you can go and spend hours doing just tons of manual stuff, but not having to actually like run around or do anything, because open world games can be kind of overwhelming to maintain.
Yeah, that's kind of why I have my mod playing Wuthering Waves for me.
Do you pay them?
No. Sorry, Rangers. But for Love and Deepspace, a lot of it is so like the daily like stamina use is auto, so after you do them once, you can just auto run, and you can even do it in like bulk. So I just do all my whatever materials I need, and then for weeklies, it's so cute because the battle pass or like the checklist or whatever that they want you to do, I guess the mission guide, you need to play the kitty cards with them 3 times, do the claw machine 3 times,
like an actual claw machine with the claw.
Yeah, it's in the game, and it is got very accurate claw machine mechanics too.
So you miss everything all the time.
You're a little infuriating sometimes. But yeah, it's so cute. I love it. But really the only combat that I actually do would be the in-game. So the roguelike game mode, which is Abyss Chaos or Chaos Abyss, something like that. But it's like a roguelike, and then there's also a like tower one where it's just like up to 100 and something floors or whatever, and it's basically like the Abyss. So you do that, and that one's neat because there's like the general one, which goes up to like 160 or something like that, and then each of the love interests have their own too. So it depends on what day it is. So I think Silas's is only open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. and then the other 3 are open on separate days, and then on Sundays they're all open. So you get like 3 tries, you get 3 keys to do, you know, so you can do 3 of those a day. And there's a lot of in-game actually in Love and Deep Space. So it's very motivating to pull. Not only for the combat to do the in-game stuff, because that shit is hard. And you need the good cards for it too. So not only the motivation for the combat and the in-game stuff, but also because the 5-star memories have the interactives, and that's where all the nice
where all the love happens.
Yes, that's where the magic happens. Is those 5-star memories. They each get their own little story, and then at the end of the story, there's the interactive part.
Is that like the whole where the guys push the girl against the wall, and then they're like, you know, stuff happens? And...
Oh yeah.
Is it voiced in English?
Yes, it is.
Those
and it's
must be fun to voice.
It's really good. They actually they've like said that they don't want to like make the voice actors public because
like the
for
names
protection.
Of them?
Yeah, for like protection, because people will get crazy.
Do you know what?
And also immersion.
Do you know what Snowbreak is?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what Snowbreak is.
Do you know the voice actor drama that happened with Snowbreak?
No. So
basically, there was full English voice acting for the game, and at a certain point, whether the revenue for the game had declined so drastically that they decided the only way to save on money was to cut English voice acting entirely, but keep Chinese and Japanese voice acting. So this was before Snowbreak became like a degen gacha.
Yeah.
Back when it still had a story.
Oh god.
So they cut all English voice acting, and then a few months later, after they went the degen route, revenue skyrocketed. And evidently, like, you know, there's a reason for that. We all understand why it skyrocketed. And they reached out to the voice actors, and they're like, hey, do you want to come back and voice your characters again? And the female voice actors, because all the characters are female in Snowbreak, or is a single male, the female voice actors, they were like, they felt uncomfortable because the new direction of the game was essentially like, no, don't touch me there. Oh, Commander, you're the best. Like really degenerate culture.
Yeah, very ASMR.
So yeah, the female voice actors were like, no, we don't want to voice that kind of content. It's essentially porn, like softcore porn. And the community was livid. They were like, they don't deserve to even be voice actors anymore. You should be happy with the roles you are given. Like, imagine rejecting a company coming back to you, giving you the option to voice characters again. Imagine turning down roles after what they gave to you. And it's like, these people are psycho. So I understand.
Shit.
I understand why Love and Deep Space doesn't disclose their voice actors.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy because I think even there, it's probably for good reason for global, because compared to like the overseas community, they get crazy. I think they recently tried to like find out who one of the love interests voice actors was, and like try to like dox him and everything, and it was just like crazy, just because they don't like that love interest.
What country was this in?
I don't even know. I just know it was not global.
Okay,
or
so
not,
it's probably China.
US probably. Yeah, I know there's like they have a couple different like regions that they
But it
do
does
in.
it does well in China, like really well.
Very well.
If the revenue reports are anything to believe, and we should take that with a grain of
It's
salt.
it's mostly it's the community too, because like all of the events and stuff, like I don't know if you've seen recently how they did the, oh gosh, there was like a mall and they did, I want to say it was Shorekeeper. But there was like a bunch of like Shorekeeper stuff and everything, but it was like the whole mall. Well, they used the same mall and they did that for Xavier's birthday, which was
like Charles
yesterday.
Xavier, Professor X from X-Men, or
no, a love interest from Love and Deepspace. Love and Deepspace love interest. His name is Xavier, and his birthday was yesterday. So they did a whole event thing this past week in the game, and so the community bought out, like rented out the entire mall to like put up all of the Xavier stuff. Like it was like company quality event setup, but just by the community that just loves Xavier. And it was so good too, and it was just put on by just random people that just love Xavier. So it's huge, and they go wild.
Was that in China?
That was in China. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got together and they rented out the entire fucking mall, because what usually happens is apparently whenever the game company rents out the mall, they'll only rent out like a certain part, and then you can only go and see like a certain part. So for them, they rented out the entire thing, and that way they could have access to all of it. So that was cool. I was like, dang, y'all are doing more than the actual company. Yeah. But it's huge. It's huge over there.
But with its revenue, like, constantly outgrossing Genshin, like, it, I never thought I would see the day when a non-Hoyo game would ever compete with any Hoyo game, let alone a Husbando game competing with with Genshin, the monolith, the titan that it is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I
will say, I think it has some factors that go into that. Because of the way the gacha banners are set up, because it's not set up the same way, because like Genshin, Wuthering Wave, Star Rails, Endless, they all kind of have the same similar gacha banner. Like a banner is up for a patch, and it's like 2 to 3 weeks is how long a banner is really at. Sometimes it's like 30 days, but for Love and Deepspace, like this recent Xavier banner is only up for 5 days. So it's very random, and it's very much FOMO incentive. So there is no reruns. And I think Pity is 75, and I think One Wish is 150 diamonds. So it's about the same currency, but the banners will make you feel like you have to pull on every single banner. And yeah, so
Is there a 50-50?
Yes, kind of, sorta. So it just depends on the banner. So like recently, so yeah, it depends on the banner. So this, sometimes it'll be just one love interest is on the banner. So you'll have a 50-50 of either getting that one love interest or a standard banner of any of them. So that one is usually easier to get when it's just one love interest on the banner. But sometimes they do a multi-banner. So there is 4 5 stars in the pool, and it's one banner. So you have to select 3. So I usually pick Silas, Raphael, and Zane. And then you do your pulls, and if you lose your 50-50 and end up getting, I don't know, another, either a standard or one, I don't even really remember, but if you lose it, then you get to select one There's like a little 50-50 selector, so you just click it and you put in which one you want to get. So when you hit pity next time, then you'll be guaranteed to get that one. But yeah, when you don't have that, then it's like one of the three. So, or just none of them at all. So it's very predatory and very expensive. So.
No, it makes sense.
Especially when you want all four of them, because there's four love interests, and you want all of the spicy cards. So you're trying to get all four. So you're trying to hit pity 4 times on the same banner
in 5 days.
Let alone trying to get copies, because there's also like constellations, like copies for Love and Deepspace too.
Are they friendly with like gacha currency acquisition?
Yeah, so if you get a copy, it ranks up and you get stuff and it makes it better.
Like is the studio friendly with free-to-play friendliness with regards to the acquisition of the premium currency? Like, is it easy to obtain like Asterites or, whatever?
Yes. I would say it's pretty easy, but you're not gonna get the amount that you probably want, that's for sure. Because there's really only so much.
1,500 for 10 pull, and that's what, like over 10,000 to hit the 50-50. Yeah, that ain't happening.
It's a lot. So like usually, if there's a multi-banner and I want to try to get 3 of them, I will probably need at least 200, and that's being lucky. Because sometimes you will get lucky and you'll get one of them, because let's see, the latest one that just happened, it was like the latest multi-banner. I think I had 130 pulls, and I ended up getting Silas twice, Zane, and Raphael. So I did end up getting 4 5-stars within 130 pulls. So it is possible, but
I would have gotten,
it is RNG.
I would have gotten, just the one from the 50-50. That was it. I wouldn't have gotten the second one. Nope.
Yep. Yeah. So, okay. Basically, whenever you have a multi-banner, you have to select 3. And then whenever you pull, you have a chance to get one of the 3. So if you get one of the 3, I think that counts as not losing the 50-50. So then if you still didn't get the one character that you wanted, then you still have to keep pulling and you're still not guaranteed.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So like for me, the last one, I wanted Silas. I just, that's all I want. I wanted Silas, but it makes you pick 3. So I, of course, picked Silas, Raphael, and Zane. And so if it's very possible to just get Zane, and then you pull again, and then you win the 50-50 again, but you get Raphael and not Silas, and then you just got to keep pulling, and then eventually you'll get it.
My God.
Like I said, there's a reason why it is number 2, and it is because it's expensive. But girls will pay for it. They will.
I know, just like guys pay for, Jane Doe and Zenless, or Chongli in Wuthering Waves, or Kafka and Star Rail.
Hot men sell, even if they are expensive.
Exactly. And did you actually see that there has been, in the last, I'd say 8 or 9 months, 2 other husbando games that have opened in China? They're also making upwards of like 5 to 8 million each month. It is crazy.
Oh my God.
Like, they have realized that there is a market for the same like lonely degenerate women that are the equivalent of the lonely degenerate men that play typical gacha games. And it's crazy because they're only now coming to the realization that girls are just as likely to play these games as guys are.
Exactly. And I think, like, with Love and Deepspace, it is so different from any previous Atomi games from the past. Like, of course, older Atomi games, they are very outdated, but like even like Mystic Messenger, but like Tears of Themis, it's all very like 2D visual novel, But Love and Deep Space is like 3D, it's interactive, there's like battling, it's got gacha mechanics and like in-game things like other than the actual Atomi stuff.
Very realistic, attractive guys.
Yes, so it's like it's a game changer, quite literally. So I think we'll be seeing probably a lot more similar type games like that.
It outgrosses Genshin. It has outgrossed Genshin for like the last 3 months.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you think it's better than Genshin though? Overall?
Absolutely. What
is better?
I mean, it's kind of like comparing apples to oranges. Because it's not an overworld game or anything like that. But
you know, apples and oranges are both fruit. These are both video games. People compare them all the time.
That's true.
If you have to play a game, like,
it would be Love and Deep Space, absolutely. If I had to pick one game to play for the rest of my life, it would be Love and Deep Space. Absolutely.
What makes it better? Well, other than the hot man, like, I understand, right? No, I get it.
The story, I will admit,
like 10.
Is very basic gacha, like reincarnations, space anomalies. It's very time travel. It's very basic sci-fi. It's like the MC is in like a weird time loop sort of situation. So she like reincarnates, and it goes deep, but it is still very basic and on par with a lot of other gacha games.
Is that where the deep in Deep Space comes from?
It is.
Whoa, there we go. Mind blown.
But yeah, no, I really like it because it's fairly cozy as well, because I mean, it takes like 5 minutes to play every single day, and then the story is pretty good. You can just listen to it honestly like an audiobook.
See, that is also really the same reason that I like Nikke. Like, people are like I get asked all the time, hey Stix, what's your favorite gacha game? Is it Wuwa? Because you cover Wuwa a lot. I'm like, no, Wuwa isn't even like top 3. Nikke is my favorite gacha game, followed by Arknight. The reason I like Nikke is it takes 5 minutes a day to play. I can get through it literally sitting on the toilet for a minute after working out. You can, you know, it has a great story, great looking characters, but the characters, like, while, you know, are the main attraction to the game, are only a small aspect of what makes the game good. You know, the voice acting is great, the gameplay overall is very fun. Like, so much of the game makes it such, and it makes sense. Like, if you look at Nikke's revenue, it's like 10-20 million every month. There's a reason it is as popular as it is, and it's not because of the hot waifus. Tons of games have hot waifus. You know, Snowbreak, Brown Dust 2, like, there are dozens of them out there. It's because Nikke is a very good game, and evidently, Love and Deep Space, while it has some very attractive guys too, you know, has a lot of other areas that it excels in, and you know, that is disregarding the very predatory monetization that you mentioned. But
yeah, I want to say, like, Love and Deep Space, I think for me personally, I really like, because you do get that like satisfaction from like building your characters and like working towards better teams and stuff. So it's got that aspect in there, and it's pretty high priority in the game too, to want to build your characters. Like, that's pretty much your goal in the game, is to level up your characters and just have them have as many at level 80 or whatever it is, and have good proto cores and like a good artifact set and stuff like that. So the like that whole gacha aspect about it is pretty high priority in the game. Of course, after the Atomi part, but I think that's why I really like it versus other Atomi games, because they don't really have that. It's like just dating, or like have some weird other gameplay mechanic that is just not fun. It takes like 5 minutes to do the dailies every day. So easy.
Hey you, where do you think you're going? Don't you close out of this tab. I didn't give you permission to do that. Sit your ass back down. Click one of the 2 videos that are gonna be on screen in just a moment, and keep watching my content. Keep enjoying my content.